Meditation. Daily meditation is one of the tools I use to help me nurture my relationship with the divine. That's what I call it. It's also a way for me to get clear, to get the answers I need, to tune in to all the information that I believe that we're getting on a daily basis. It also helps me to chill out. I am a type A kind of personality. I'm usually in hyperdrive throughout the day. Daily meditation helps me chill out. Daily meditation helps me to focus. It's given me more mental clarity, and it's given me more mental power. You can meditate whether you have a religious foundation or not. Meditation's not about God. Meditation is about silence. It is about mental focus again. It is about clarity. It is about tuning in to your core, to who you are. It is about tuning in to your intuition, to that voice that's always talking to you, that is guiding you. And it doesn't matter what you call it. You call it God, you can call it Holy Spirit, you can call it the universe. Call it what you want, it doesn't matter. But it has served me, daily meditation has served me in a way that many other tools have not. So this is how I started. I couldn't sit in silence. I couldn't meditate for 5 minutes when I first started. I decided I was going to meditate. I'd read a lot about it. I read about the benefits, and I thought, this has got to be easy. So I thought I'll start with 5 minutes. And I set a timer. I sat down. About 1.5 minutes in, I felt like I had been sitting for an hour. I just could not make myself sit. I kept looking at the timer. I kept wondering what time it was. I kept wondering how much longer I was going to have to go through this, what was torture for me, sitting in the silence. So when I encounter things like that feel like that tell me that I can't do something, then I'm galvanized. That means I'm going to make this work. I'm not going to let sitting in the silence get me down. I'm not going to let that defeat me. So I thought, I'm going to practice this every single day. I got to get to 5 minutes. This is crazy. So I made myself sit every single day for at least 5 minutes in silence. And I sat whether I was calm, whether it was driving me crazy, whether I felt like I wanted to keep opening my eyes to see how much time was left, whether I was antsy, whether I was physically uncomfortable. I made myself sit. And what I found was that it was like any other muscle that you would work during exercise. The more I tested it, the more I worked it, the longer I could sit. And the better I felt after I came out of the silence. The more I was focused throughout my day, the more clarity I had throughout the day, the less crazy I was during the day. Things didn't upset me like they used to. That hair trigger feeling that you get when you hear something or you see something, you're driving in the car and something upsets you and you just snap like that. And all of a sudden you go from here to overdrive emotionally and mentally. That wasn't happening anymore. Or I had more space between the trigger and my reaction to allow me to choose something different in the moment. That served me greatly. So I was hooked. And at some point, I had gotten up to 40 to 45 minutes of silence every single morning. And there were days when I decided that perhaps I don't have enough time to do this. I'm too busy today. I've got so much to do. I'm not going to meditate this morning. I'll just let it go. What I found is when I skipped meditation, my day didn't go as smoothly. On the days that I did meditate, I don't know that I was less busy. I just had this perception that my day went so much more smoothly than it did when I didn't meditate. It was on-the-job training with this. Then I started making the time to meditate, even when I was super busy. So some days I got up earlier. I found that even if I set my alarm 15, 20 minutes earlier and lost a little bit of sleep, but made time to meditate before a very, very busy day, my day went so much more smoothly. It was like water off of a duck's back. And I've proven that time and time again. Sometimes we build good habits and then we still do something that's contrary to what we learned with those good habits. Still, some days I try to talk myself out of meditation time in the morning because I know there's a lot of things that I need to get done. I know that perhaps I woke up later than I should have, and my day is just starting to get to me. I'm starting to feel the anxiety. I'm starting to feel this urge to get to it, and I still make myself sit. Even if I just sit for 5, 10, or 15 minutes. I find that there's probably some way that I waste time in the morning and I can do without something so I can fit in meditation time and get it done. And it just makes the day go so much better. So time in solitude, this time of quiet, we all need it. Like I said, there are a lot of people now who are suffering because of this information overload. If you don't have quiet time, if I don't have quiet time, we're going to suffer. And the information overload is only going to make us more anxious. So build quiet into your day. Meditate. And you don't have to sit in a lotus position. You don't have to have your hands in a certain way. You don't have to have music playing. You don't have to have incense burning. Just sit in a chair, sit on the floor, sit on your bed, but sit erect so that you can breathe and breathe slowly, breathe fully so that you can concentrate. Your eyes don't really have to be closed. If you want to concentrate on something in front of you, perhaps light a candle, stare at the flame. It doesn't have to be complicated, doesn't have to be mysterious. Just sit and have quiet. Perhaps you need to let the other people in your household know that you're going to take time for quiet and you need them to give you a little grace, give you a little space so that you can have your quiet time. Perhaps invite them to join you or invite them to have quiet time somewhere else in the house, in your home, while you're having yours. I think you'll find that you will get quieter and your home will get quieter if you just hang in there and create that good, beneficial habit of meditation. Daily meditation. Try not to skip it. When I skip it, I pay for it. When I do it every single day, when I'm relentless about that, not kicking myself for it when I don't do it, but just doing it for me, a lot of days it's the best gift I've given myself every single day. Give yourself the gift of silence. Call it meditation. Call it what you want. Just sit. Be quiet. Let yourself bask in the solitude. And that way you'll have more mental clarity, more focus, more peace, more quiet, and you can tune in to what your intuition is telling you. Intuition is the I in you rise.